I think this story was partially inspired because I'd lived in Zimbabwe before, and I had a Zimbabwean friend who told me about when she moved abroad the first time and some of the perceptions and comments she got just because of her looks and her background.
I was quite fascinated by the issues that the play was dealing with, as well as the play itself, and I thought, well, this is something that is quite interesting, and just the idea of trying to stage such a really complex issue really fascinated me, and I said, you know what, that's a challenge I would like to take up.
The story is mainly about a couple, a married couple, and I play the husband. He's the headmaster of a school. His wife is a teacher within the school. He's from Sweden, she's from Zimbabwe.
For me, it was important that this story was really about Monica, the Zimbabwean woman. So although she goes through a lot of hardship and a lot of challenges, she's a very strong woman, and she's a very passionate woman who has agency, and that was very important for me.
Monica Moyo is a Zimbabwean woman. But she's not confined by this geographical location. For her, she's so ambitious. She finds her career and her desire for something better in life pushing her outside the boundaries of her country. She finds herself studying in Sweden. She also finds herself in love.
She's so strong and passionate, and I think it takes her a while to know what she wants, but in the end, she's good at getting it.
And she finds herself exploring the diversities of being in a new place, being immersed in different cultures, in different ways of life. As an actress who comes from another city that is not the capital city I am currently living in, Charlene, the actress, is so much of Monica in many different little ways. And just as Monica finds herself in a place where she thought she'd be comfortable as an educated woman, but she finds herself in a space where she has to adapt in ways she never thought she needed to adapt.
The play vividly captures those prejudices that people have. It's very topical, and it questions that. It questions, how do we tolerate each other? And I think my connection to that is exactly that. How the play asks those questions. Well, why do we have these prejudices, and how do we then acknowledge them and get rid of them or deal with them,
So I'm interested in this play to look at, question some of those biases that we have and our failure sometimes to understand what other people go through who are different from us.
So I hope that the audience is going to really get interested in discussing this issue, these issues of race, these issues of how we as human beings can be prejudiced about the other based on our own experiences that do not necessarily represent a whole. We don't have the solution. We're not giving people the solution, but we're saying is it possible for us to talk about this issue? Because I think the issues that are raised in the play, they are quite pertinent. They've always been pertinent.
How do we relate to other people, particularly the racial question? Is this something that has died, or is it something that we still see? Perhaps there are subtle hints in our everyday society, in conversations. How do we contribute to that?
One thing, thinking themselves a bit how their background and affects the way they view the world, and also try to understand how other people view the world based on that background, and start questioning some of those things, and perhaps hopefully be a bit more aware of it.
Obviously what I want is for audiences to walk out and examine themselves.
Well, I've never been to Zimbabwe before, so for me it's all new and all thrilling. I can't wait to see the different kinds of artists that HIFA brings together, and that it's so vibrant and so exciting, so I just can't wait to experience it.
It's the opportunity to see all these intercultural people and art forms coming together. It's a celebration of art, isn't it?
Bringing in art forms from different parts of the country, different parts of the world. For example, our playwright is from Sweden. This is a Swedish Zimbabwean story.
One of the exciting things for me, I think, is to have this play on is also to work with Zimbabwean artists, really talented, experienced people, and have that collaboration. So I think the HIFA also provides that platform for artists in this country and from other countries in the region to come and showcase their work. And I'm very excited to be part of that platform.
No, I can't answer that. Do come watch the show on the 3rd of May, 11:30, Reps Theatre upstairs, and you can find out.